Good morning. This is the Mountain Bike Man Morning Podcast. We're going to be doing our trip in September. Just as sure as I'm going to be taking all 4 bikes with me. My 2 electric mountain bikes, my dirt bike, and my street bike. And we're going to go to a beautiful area and do some riding and some camping and some mountain biking, dirt biking, a lot of street biking. I see myself doing quite a bit of street bike riding. You'll take your rain gear with you. It's going to be very, very good trip. And the plan is to stay for about 2 weeks. I usually go for 8, 9, 10 days. I'm going to try to stay for 16 days. It will be my goal. So, you're going to have to take a bath in the river, which is very close to where I'm camping. There's a drop toilet very close by to where I'm camping. I'm very close to the main paved road, about less than a quarter of a mile, so it's very easy to ride the street bike. I'll take the cover for the street bike, and of course I do have a cover and tarp garage for the Jeep. It will be covered. There is shade for the Jeep, but there are times where it gets blasted by the sun pretty hard, so you want to garage it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's going to be a great trip. I'm going to open up my schedule, so the first 2 weeks of September, I won't have any appointments. I believe I've got a doctor appointment September 16th. I may even push that back. It all depends how long I stay on that trip. I mean, this is September 2nd, so usually when I leave, sometimes on the 1st. But I'll be gone for at least 2 weeks to the 16th. I could be gone a little bit longer, so I may have to move that doctor's. When I'm out there, I'll make a call to the doctor and say, let's move it to next week or something if I decide to stay longer. But any scheduling will be after this, the dentist, everything will be after, either before the 16th, before I leave, or it'll be after the 16th. So it's gonna be a great trip, man. You guys are gonna enjoy it. You'll be coming along with me, and it's just, I'm looking forward to it. I had my colonoscopy yesterday. The doctor did remove a polyp. He said the polyp was quite large. I don't know how large that means. I would imagine maybe the size of a corn kernel, maybe size of 2 corn kernels per se. But he was pretty confident that he got it all. He took it out, and they're going to do a biopsy on it. I'll find out if it's benign or malignant in 2 weeks. And he strongly recommended that I do another colonoscopy in a year or 2 years at the most. So I will definitely schedule one, probably at least in 14 months. I'll have it all set up with my doctor in advance. I want to have a morning. This time you want to go in the morning, first thing in the morning when they open. That way, you don't have to wait around so long. You know what I'm saying? You might be one of the first patients that they take, so that's when you schedule it. It'll be, I'm going to schedule it way in advance, so I'll have the first pick of when I can have it done. So as soon as they open in the morning, I will be there. I would rather do it in the morning than late in the day like that. I mean, it's so much anxiety and so much tension all day long. It pretty much ruins your day. You can't sleep, because you're anxious and worried about going in. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, it could have been worse than that. So, in any case, let's get this coffee and let's get rolling with our lives. First thing I did yesterday, because you can't eat for 2 days, I came back and made myself a cup of coffee. And I was going to have a cheeseburger, but I said, fuck it. There's the burger down there. I was going to make a cheeseburger without the cheese. I'm lactose intolerant. But, I tell you what, man, every time you sip a cup of coffee now, I can drink a little bit of so I'm going to spill it. Every time you drink a cup of coffee or you take a bite of the cheeseburger, you remember when you were fasting for that colonoscopy. And I gotta tell you, that was brutal, man. You're starving. You're starving. You have to drink this special fluid that pretty much cleans out your inside. So you pretty much have to, when you start drinking this fluid, I was actually going to work. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. And my stomach started to rumble, and I headed straight home, and I made it to the toilet just in time. And when you start drinking this fluid, you have to go to the bathroom. And I don't care how tight you think you can squeeze your ass cheeks, there's no stopping it. When it wants to come out, it comes out. So you have to be very close to the bathroom. Anyways, you know, the fasting and that fluid, and then 4 hours before you go in, you can't drink any more fluids, so you slam down 4 bottles of water before you leave. Before 11 a.m., your appointment's at 3:30. The problem I had down there is I was waiting for about an hour and 15 minutes before they could do the colonoscopy. So that was brutal. That is not very respectful to make people wait that long. They need to have their timing. They overbooked or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they did. But they took me on a whim because they said they had a cancellation, but I believe they realized that I had good insurance, and I did tell the doctors that I'm going to try to find somebody else because 2 months is not going to be good enough for me. And as soon as I left their building, when they heard those 2 things, the fact that I got good insurance and the fact that I'm going to try to find someone else, they said, boom, we'll take you on Monday. We've got an opening. So I said, okay, let's go. But the next time, I will book way in advance, and I will be knowing that I'm going to do it first thing in the morning, so it's going to be much better. Now, I'll probably have to, first thing in the morning, I'll probably have to start fasting after lunch 2 days before instead of after dinner. So you'll eat lunch and then you'll start fasting. So Anyways, let's take this dog for a walk. I'm very pleased with the results. Like I said, the doctor said he thinks he's got all of it. They're going to do a biopsy on it, a polyp that was removed. And hope there was only one polyp. So that's what caused the positive Cologuard test. So thank you, Cologuard, and hopefully everything's okay. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he got it all. You know what I'm saying? But because of its size, he did recommend coming back in a year or 2 years at most. Like I said, I'll probably talk it over with my doctor. It'll probably be like a year and 2 months. You know what I'm saying? I want to kind of book it next November when I'm not busy. I'm less busy in November. Then October and September are my prime months for remaining the season camping. So anyways, we're gonna take this dog for a walk. I don't know where I put my glasses. I don't need them. Sunglasses. I've got this pair here. These are good. The dog's waiting to go. I'm gonna fix this deck, fix the roof. And I may fix the pool. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Calm it down. Back. Hey. You know, if I was the only one swimming in the pool, me and my girlfriend, I would fix it. But I really don't want anybody swimming in my swimming pool. Back up. I really don't want anyone swimming in my swimming pool. So, that's why it's empty. I found that when it's empty, nobody swims in it. My swimming pool and my jacuzzi are something that I only want for me and my girlfriend. Oh shit. Well, I got two sunglasses on now. I got a choice between two sunglasses, guys. Man, I can't tell you how relieved I am to... There was so much tension and anxiety. I can't imagine waiting 2 months and having that lingering colonoscopy lingering over your head. It was great to get it done as quickly as possible. Very nice facility down there. To get it done. Much better than his office where it's gray, gloomy, dark. It's like death. His other place that I went to schedule the appointment. And nice people. nice nurses, nice anesthesiologist, who I think is a new guy there at his office. This doctor, when he's ready to go, the anesthesiologist still was doing his work, and the doctor's ready to go, and I had that feeling like, the doctor's like, let's get the fuck going here, guy. I got work to do. That type of attitude toward the anesthesiologist. My guess is that anesthesiologist is new. I mean, he's an older guy. Been doing it for a long time. And he does it the way he wants it. He's got a certain protocol that he has to follow. And maybe he doesn't do it as quickly as the doctor would like him to do it. Because I swear to God, the doctor was ready to go, and he's like, let's go, dude. Hurry up with the anesthesiology. Let's go. And when that anesthesiologist connects your, they've got a, something's tapped into your arm, and once I'm not really sure. Did I breathe it in, or I guess I breathed it in through an oxygen tube. I think that's how I got knocked out. I'm sure of it. I'll Google it just to double check, man, because as soon as that anesthesiologist came close to me, I believe within 10 seconds, 15 seconds, I was gone. Boom. And then you don't feel anything. You wake up 20 minutes later, and they roll you from the operating room to another waiting room, which is just a area that's separated by curtains from another area that's separated by curtains. There's 10 or 15 of these little curtain rooms where you get undressed and dressed. I was worried about being put down. It's nothing, gentlemen. It's very smooth, very easy, very effective, and very quick acting, and you don't even know. I mean, you don't even feel drowsy or anything, and start fading away. When you go down quick. And then when they woke me up, they shook me a little bit, which was, I would presume, about 20 minutes later. They shook me and said, okay, maybe not even that, maybe 10 minutes.